Namaste and welcome. Today it is my pleasure to introduce a fine musician from the Boston area, Dr. Rajiv Gangurde. Rajiv ji is, of course, in his professional life, a biotechnologist who is a vice president at Paraxel, but his passion is for music, and he is one of my favorite Bollywood singers in the Boston area, and he has put together a fabulous show called Heartthrobs on May 5th, which will be at Keefe Technical High School. And it is going to be supporting, again, a very important cause, which is to Ekal Vidyalaya, an organization that brings education and holistic development to very remote rural villages. So, Rajiv ji, thank you so much for agreeing to, first of all, doing such a concert for a great cause, and most importantly, to take the time today to meet with us. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Ranjani ji. I'm so happy to do the concert as well as talk to you. It's a pleasure.
Wonderful. So, first of all, can you tell our audience everything they need to know about the show that's coming up?
Absolutely. It's my favorite topic for the last couple of months. This is whoever is talking about anything. Somebody brings up weather, I start talking about the show. I'm really, really excited to not just the musical part of it, but I have been wanting to be involved with Ekal in different ways, trying to, get the music part of it associated with Ekal as well. So really, really thankful to you and Manisha for encouraging and helping me put this show together. It's been wonderful. About the show itself, as the name suggests, it's Heartthrobs. We are focusing on three superstars of Bollywood: Devanand, Amitabh Bachchan, and Shah Rukh Khan. And it's going to be a show that involves masti, a lot of romance, and a lot of foot tapping music. So it's going to be really exciting. It's at Keefe Tech on May 5th. We start at 3 p.m. and it's about a 2.5 hour show, and we are really, really excited about it.
Fantastic. And you can actually buy the tickets on ekal.org or contact, we have that right here on the video as well, the QR code. So, or in the description, we have the link to the ticketing that people can buy. And actually, the ticket includes a little snack as well. So, music and plus a lovely snack. So, we look forward to, having everybody at the concert. So, could you tell us more about the performers and the music and, what can people expect?
So, firstly, it's a live concert, and so we've put together an ensemble of musicians, all local musicians. It's a relatively smaller orchestra than what you would expect for songs from Bollywood music. However, I'm surprised, and I hope the audience is also surprised at how good the rhythm and melodies coming together, even with a limited number of musicians. We had the option of going out of Boston and importing musicians and requesting musicians from other places to come and play here, but we didn't do that. We really focused on local talent. And so the musicians are all local, the singers are all local. Um, the singers are Raghu Sarnathan and myself, and Susanna Naik and Ashwini Paranspe. They are all very well known in this area, and I'm really excited to be working with them.
Right. And I think your band also is filled with local talent, right?
Absolutely. A local talent. We have an Indian percussionist, Bharat Lagu. We have a keyboard player, Nikhil Pendarkar. We have a drummer, Sridhar. And the most exciting part for me, Ranjani ji, is they have now kind of passed on the baton to their kids. Their kids are also extremely talented musicians. I did not know this when I first started discussing the show with them, excuse me, that their kids also play. For example, our guitarist is Manish Kurup, and his son Sachit is also part of the show. He plays the flute, and he's a high schooler. He's finding time to practice and participate in the show. I'm so excited that kids are joining in and are part of an Ekal event.
Right. I think that's so great because we know the talent of people like Nikhil Pandarkar, Bharat Lagu, and others, and Manish Group, of course. But to see that in addition, we have children helping children. And I have to say that, looking at some of the competitions we have had as part of ACL, the talent of kids is it's just incredible. They are not, you cannot say they are children, they are, I would say, baby professionals, so I think
Exactly.
you would agree with that, right? That's what it is. And to have such young children give their time for both, to pursue cultural things that are not, local to America, that's fantastic. And to put such high level of training, I'm really impressed. So tell us, what songs can we expect? Are there any fun things that we should look forward to? Are we going to be able to dance? Tell us all of that.
Absolutely. Most of the songs are romantic, but divided into two parts because the name is Heartthrobs. We went with the romance theme, and there are so many songs to choose from, Ranjini ji. The spectrum of songs from Dev Saab's music or from Amit ji's music, from Shah Rukh Khan's music and movies is just such a wide variety, and we actually had a tough time. Not including some songs.
Yeah.
We said, okay, we want this length. So, because there is so much to choose from.
Absolutely.
Most of the songs are romantic. We focused on that. And then we also chose songs where the audience can really participate, get involved, can dance, and, just have a fun Sunday afternoon.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Romance. I mean, you picked the kings of romance, and of course, starting with Dev Saab, right? So yeah. So I mean, I think Heartthrobs. So how did you decide to pick Heartthrobs as the theme for? I mean, there's so many ideas, and why did you decide to pick Heartthrobs as the theme and romance? Which is of course Bollywood's absolute favorite theme. Shringar Rasa is king to Bollywood, I think. But how did you decide to pick that?
Sure. I think subconsciously we know this, but we don't acknowledge it enough. I think music is such an integral part of our culture, of our growing up.
Yeah.
Most of us grew up listening to songs like these, and we may forget the movies, we may forget the stories in the movies, but somehow we remember the songs, the melodies, right? And music, Bollywood music is such an integral part of our life. I went with these three stars because of a couple of qualities. One is they are very unconventional superstars, Ranjini. If you think about it, right, they're not, and I know some people will disagree with me, but they're not classically handsome, and yet they have ruled hearts for
Right.
several decades. By his own admission, Shah Rukh Khan says, I'm not handsome, I'm not young enough. Even when he did DDLJ. And same holds true with Bachchan Saab or Dev Saab. They have not been classically good looking, and yet they have sustained, and not just sustained, been successful for
Ah,
decades. And I think that's a combination of hard work, dedication, knowing your craft, a little bit of luck also. And I think the music has contributed to their success. Whether we directly see it or not, when you step back and look at the entire gamut, you immediately realize the importance of music in their success and in their movies. And so I wanted to focus on that. And like I keep saying, it's such a fantastic subject, so much to choose from. There's also added pressure of getting it right because these songs are so close to our heart. And I'm really glad to be working with such a talented team who's focused on quality. In every rehearsal, we spend hours getting it right and correcting each other and going back and forth. And so it's been a fun exercise.
yeah, I do think of these songs are, first of all, you're exactly right. If the notes are off, I think everybody in the audience will catch it because they know it, And I think also they're very full of feeling, right? To pick a romantic song. So, the bhava is very important. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So the passion actually is there to bring music to an audience who's interested in music, but also connect a little bit to Ekal and the cause, and that's been my primary objective.
Mhm.
Not that Ekal as an organization needs any kind of reminders or any kind of um, focus. That's not, I know you, I know the other Ekal volunteers. You are known to do Ekal work, great work, without sort of seeking the spotlight. But I wanted to bring the spotlight for a couple of reasons. One is I have always been very impressed with the kind of grassroots level work that Ekal does, right? This is not easy to do. at absolute village level, at absolute grassroots level in India. And, Ekal does a fantastic job. The other thing is, Ranjani ji, I'm bringing two of my own passions together: education and music. My grandmother was a high school teacher, so I grew up in a teaching environment. Two of my aunts are school teachers, and so education has a very sort of high regard and respect in my family. And I think that's the same for most of us within the community. You'll see that education, we really place it very high. And I wanted to combine those two passions, music and education, into one. This gave me the perfect opportunity to do that.
Thank you. No, you really hit upon a very important point that, we are here because of our education. Most of us
Absolutely.
say we brought with us a boatload of education and $0 or like $8, as we always like to say from the old times. And that's the return on that investment of education. And actually, somebody said yesterday, our board chair was saying, it cost us so little, from our pocket to get that great education that we did in India, and it really came because the taxpayer was paying for a lot of the education that we got. And I think for us to give back, to that country, which enabled us to be so successful, is so, so important. And I think the rural urban divide still continues. And, really grateful that you thought about, the 2.8 million children who go to schools in Ekal schools in 100,000 very remote rural villages. And I think really touched that you're able to bring that message of we run these schools at $1 a day. It's $365 to support just a school for a whole year. And that's less than, I think, what is it, dinner out for three. So I think that's really fantastic. So any final messages for our audience who is coming to attend this concert?
The final message is that of romance and masti. I think I want to bring this to the Boston audience, that it's all local homegrown talent that you will see, and you'll have a fantastic afternoon with all of us. I'm having fun even putting the show together. Not one day, Ranjani ji, it feels like I'm doing some work. It just feels like so much fun. The rehearsals are so much fun. I've met some new people, kids who do this, and they bring such a lot of dedication. Ranjini ji, they keep me on my toes in terms of taking notes and getting
Wow.
every single nuance of a song right. And the kids are not really have not really grown up with this music, so for them to learn it and become a part of it is just fantastic. I have been getting a lot of messages from folks saying they're looking forward to the show. So obviously there is pressure, but I'm enjoying it, and I hope that people enjoy it on May 5th a lot.
Absolutely. I think the pressure always makes people deliver. And I think so. What I think the message I'm hearing is it is beautiful music, lots of fun. And of course, we are going to be supporting a great cause. So, when do you get to support education while having fun? Like you are having fun and you are putting something together. And I think the positive energies of your troupe, of all the good work that is going to happen, has to surely bring beautiful results. So, we look forward to the show. And I know you're not giving away the list of songs because people and see, but do you want to hum something for us at all, or you would
Oh,
like
sure,
to keep?
sure. I want to retain a little bit of the suspense, as they say, and we will be releasing some clips. I've been debating with the team, should we keep it all suspense? Should we release some songs? I'll definitely hum something. I won't tell if this is from the show or not. Okay?
Oh, there you go. I like that.
हम्म, तू जो कहे जीवन भर तेरे लिए मैं गाऊं, तेरे लिए मैं गाऊं, गीत तेरे बोलों पे लिखता चला जाऊं, लिखता चला जाऊं, तू ही मेरा जीवन, तू ही जीने का सहारा। हम्म, क्या इशारा।
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And I think the reason to sing. I think Ekal is the reason to sing for this show. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and your effort and all your band members. I know that it's incredible amount of hours that are going to put this show together. I know even, many of I know the lighting is also being done by volunteers, and so much volunteering is going into this. And I know the setup, a lot of the things are being provided by volunteers. So such a so grateful, from on Akel's behalf, that you're doing this, and excited on the community's behalf that we're going to have a lot of fun. So thank you, Rajiv ji.
Thank you,
Namaste.
Ranjani ji. Have a
So
good
we'll
day.
see everybody on May 5th at 3 p.m. at Keef Tech, and they can buy the tickets at akel.org. Mangalam Shubham. Namaste.